Hello everyone, welcome back to Bluefin Aquatics. Last video we were concentrating and focusing on ammonia. This video we're actually going to be talking about the nitrites and the nitrates, which is in the aquarium hobby. What are we talking about here? Well, what we're talking about is that you'll hear around that my aquarium has crashed. And what does this mean, my aquarium has crashed? Well, what that basically means is that there's been an imbalance in their tank, whether it's referring to ammonia spikes or it's referring to the nitrites and the nitrates in the tank. So how do we and how does it affect our aquarium water? Well, the biological filter that you do have turns ammonia, which is very toxic, into nitrites, and nitrites is also very toxic for your fish, and in the lesser form it is nitrates. Okay, now to know if you can see this in your tank, no, it's not visible, but the fish will often tell you, and you can look at them how they are swimming and how they are acting. Now, if there's a case that these nitrates or nitrites, there is imbalance, what you possibly may see is that your fish will be up on the top there gasping for some air, or you'll see them in a rocking motion, which means there's something not right in your tank, which is an imbalance in there. Now, what can we do to manage that? Yes, we can manage it. Nitrites and nitrates can be easily managed to bring the aquarium back to zero. If this is the case for you and there is a case where your tank is imbalanced, what you'll need to do straight away is a 50% water change. Now, doing that 50% water change, it'll lessen and halve the amount of toxic ammonia, nitrites in your tank. So that is the first option there you can do. But also just look at your stocking levels as well, because adding more fish, adding more food can decay in the tank there where you're not going to be seeing it, where it'll be hidden under rocks and plants and so forth, depending on how your escaped tank is. Now, the other way to look at it too is that do we need to have it in our aquarium? Yes, we do have to have this chemistry in the aquarium, because what it does in the very beginning when you first start your tank off, you will set these things in motion. So basically you'll get your filter going, you'll get your water going. Once you've got all those together, we generally, to start the cycle off, yes, we put some fish in there, which again, they do their feces and so forth, and it rotates around until roughly about 4 to 6 weeks, where you'll find that the tank will be balanced out, where there will be zero ammonia, zero nitrates, and also zero nitrites in your tank, and being the lesser form, the nitrates, which is easier to manage. But again, just talking about the stocking level to make sure you keep those down and within line with what your filter is capable of handling. Now, with the biological filter, and as much as we like to put a lot of effort into keeping those going, what you try and do too is just have a look in your tank, and when you do have a look at the bottom of the tank, look around your plants and around the rocks there, where you're going to find some decaying food or maybe even a dead fish, which again, this will set the ammonia off and start that cycle all over again. Now, what we can do is to test for all this, what you're basically going to need to get is a color chart, similar to the one that I'm actually holding here. So with these color charts here, and using the chemicals that are supplied with that, is you're going to be able to work out exactly how much of the nitrates in your tank, the nitrites in your tank, and the ammonia as well. So putting all those three together, which I was saying to you before, where the ammonia is toxic and also the nitrate is also toxic, but the lesser form being the nitrates. So that's where you've got to try and get it all to zero, which is the best and healthiest way to keep your fish. So if you're able to get one of these test kits, you'll be able to work out parts per million, and the colors will vary as you go down the chart to give you an indication of what you need to do depending on what color it is. Now, we do hope by sharing our knowledge and our experience in the fish keeping industry, in the aquatic husbandry over 35 years, these recommendations and so forth is what we've been doing over many years, and they seem to work very well for us in recognition of where we sit with regards to the chemical balance in the tank. Now, we do hope that you can walk away from this video and have insight to what we do in the aquarium hobby, and how we go about doing things for us. I mean, again, if you hear or see things very differently, that's from your experience. We're only telling you from our experience what we do and what we do look at here. But thanks for watching anyway, and we'll see you in the next video installment. So everybody, happy fish keeping, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.